Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Wednesday, October 7th. Okay, so 5 cards. First 2 for the morning, then midday and the theme for the day, and then afternoon and into the evening. Okay, so we have 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Well, that's interesting. 8 of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Wow. And 6 of Pentacles. I was going to say, if there's one more Wands in there, it's like, oh my goodness, get some rocks to put in your pocket. Or pockets. Okay, so with the theme for the day, well, things are going to be moving quickly. And there's probably going to be a lot of communication, a lot of people talking, a lot of news. So, you know, just that's the theme for the day. I love that the 6 of Pentacles is there at night to keep us grounded. And yeah, do your best all day to stay very, very grounded, because there's just, I can't say what it'll be for each one of you, of course. I could never say that, but you know, unless it was an individual reading. But these are just general. So, and nothing's reversed. None of the cards are reversed, even though I mix the cards like this, like a big finger painting thing ahead of time. And so aligning with the laws of love, I always just pull the cards. Now, no reversals. So things are going to be moving forward today. With the 6 of Wands starting in the morning, you may wake up and realize, oh my goodness, you have some recognition for a job well done. So that's excellent. Very, very good to have. When you get this card, if you're like me, if you're anything like me, it took me years to ever acknowledge my accomplishments, and, you know, because I was always in that, you know, I'm not good enough kind of a thing, or I don't matter kind of a, you know, false belief. And it took me years and years before I realized it's really, really important to stop and pat yourself on the back and to acknowledge your accomplishments. So I wish that for you. Because it starts off the day, I don't want you to get too busy and forget to do that. I want you to go, oh, okay, so whatever I'm doing is, you know, it most likely has me on the right path, is usually the message of the card. It's a really, really wonderful card. It has to do with self-confidence, and of course it's the victory card, and you know, progress, most of all. Public recognition and progress. So be careful with the 5 of Wands. Don't let yourself, because the combination of these two is that, you know, if it were the other way around in the natural, you know, progression of the Wands, with the 5 of Wands, it's a competition, and then the 6 of Wands, you make it, you know, you make it through. When it's reversed, you want to be careful that you don't get into that, you know, I suppose there's healthy competition that lets people play games and, you know, and wanting to win, but just in a, you know, win-win situation. Do your best to create win-win situations with your, you know, position at the top. Okay? Now, because a lot's going to be coming in, and these are all, like these two, these are leadership cards. This is kind of like the fight to the top, but once you're at the top, you want to be in your leadership in a way that fosters, you know, recognition from, so that other people get the same recognition. You want to receive them. You want to, if you do have like a competitor, you know, be careful about any attitudes of, well, I'm better than you kind of thing, right? Because that's not going to get you anywhere. That's, I mean, it's not the way things work. That's not in alignment with, you know, what's loving and true. So being in your leadership, and knowing that being in your leadership takes a certain amount of power. And once you have that power, you have to be very, very careful to not misuse it. Now, on just a mundane level here, we may have a lot of news that comes out about people who have misused their power, and because, they were in this competitive place and wanting to be on top. So that could come through. But for us personally, which is, where I focus when I shuffle the cards, this has to do with knowing that in a leadership position, it's really important in order to be able to, constantly renew and reinvent yourself and to keep moving forward. There will be lots of little tests along the way, and to be very careful to not take things personally. If somebody comes in with a if you get some type of a negative comment or something to try and like knock you down, just see that as, well, okay, that's someone who, people only say those things when they are trying to find their own voice. They're trying to find their position of leadership. And so, send them lots of love and light so that they can find their true voice and that they can put themselves out there. Because, of course, people that put other people down usually are just, they haven't found their voice yet, unless you're like telling the truth. I mean, sometimes arguments come up because the truth needs to be out there, right? Because there's like a misuse of power and you want to make sure that that the truth is out there, that, hey, wait a minute, hold on, this guy's misusing his power, or she's not using, her abilities in the best ways. So there can be some of that sometimes. But I hope that you guys all go to sleep this night, this afternoon and evening. I hope that you have lots of opportunities to mirror each other and to be in, where you are in win-win situations where you see each other's power. And there's the generosity of spirit that can come through with this card. Because this card is all about visionary, entrepreneurship and honor, honor, like high self-esteem and the honor to do the right thing. So it's, natural born leadership type of or not type of, it is the natural born leader card. Now, with the Six of Pentacles for the evening, the late evening and, bedtime, that's about giving and receiving. These cards all go together so well. Because of some public recognition, there should be a beautiful exchange of energy. Like, notice the 8 that's back here in the background. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can see that. See that light, that lit up, infinity symbol, or infinity symbol if it's this way. But the message to me with this card is that there is no difference between giving and receiving. That when you're giving, you're also receiving. And when you're receiving, the other person that's giving is also receiving. It's like giving is receiving, giving is receiving. So that's something to meditate on when you go to sleep. It's also, it's just such a generous card. It has to do with, sharing. Just sharing your wealth, sharing your resources. It's like if you have kids, it's tucking them in bed, and you're so grateful that they're there, and you love them, and they love you back. It's a wonderful, wonderful card, and it has to do with all things practical and resourceful, because it's the Pentacle. So it's health, body, resources, money, but the things of life, the things of physical life, physical experience. So what a beautiful, beautiful day. What a great way to, to go through what a lot of people might call hump day. I don't think it's a hump. I think it's a really good day. But yeah, you might need some rocks in your pockets because there's a lot of energy going on. Just make sure you stop during the day. Just as you're moving through the day, take a lot of deep breaths and let go. Make sure you stay grounded. Okay? All right, you guys, take good care.